Hello, YouTube and Giga Chads. Today I'm going to be doing some target practice. And I figured why not? Let's do it live for shits and giggles. So I'm going to do two things. I'm going to do plinking on some metal, and then I'm going to do kind of plinking on a deck of cards. I saw this shooting drill, and heard about it. I've never done it, so I want to try it today. It's going to be a very boring video. Probably no one's going to watch, but I don't care. Just me having fun outside. So, all right, I'm going to set up the camera, do some boring stuff, enjoy the great outdoors. Beautiful sunny day out here in East Texas. Again, very boring video. Somebody's watching. Hey, does the camera, does it look right? Is it vertical or horizontal? Whoever's watching, can you tell me? Can you make a comment? Anyone? Bueller. All right, I've never done this before, so I don't know if the camera's oriented correctly. All right, I'm gonna set this down. That looks about right. All right. All right, I think this is correct, so I'm just gonna leave it be. Well, all right, I'm gonna fiddle for it with it. All right, I forgot the most important part of this operation. I need to go get my freaking handgun. So, do I see 22 people watching me? That's crazy. All right. I'm just gonna take the camera with me. All right, horizontal. All right, so the camera looks correct. Is that right, Mr. Paul Wick? Mr. Nick Letha, I can't even pronounce that. What's happening, bro? I'm just doing some target practice. That is all. This is going to be a very boring video unless you like to hear plink, 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 plink. But I need to go get my handgun. Yeah, I'll just inside. Hello, people watching. I've never done a live video before. I guess I'm going to show you our dogs. Hi, Bosch. Hi, Biscuit. Boss, get back here. Okay. Most important part of this operation. Let's see. Christmas coming up soon. Merry Christmas. The boys got a PS2 for Christmas. And PS2's right here. I bet they're excited to play it. All right. All right. Oh, Mr. Paul Wick said doggos. Yep, we got 3 doggos here. Here's the third one. I'll show you. This guy's a little turd because he likes to chew drywall, so we got him an extra strength kennel. Henry, are you a little turd? Say, yes, I am. Okay. Come on, cat. Let's see. I thought you could get banned for touching guns on live. I have no clue. We'll find out what happens. That don't make any sense. All right. Fix my sideways screen. Are you watching vertically? Arizona? Stand behind the camera, don't touch and frame. Stand behind the camera. Interesting. Okay, all right guys, I'm gonna turn the camera around so the YouTube gods don't get pissed off. All right, I'm gonna be behind the camera. Well, thank you guys for telling me this. I didn't know it. I've never done live video. All right, a brand new pan over there, that's a piece of crap. All the food started getting stuck to it, so I'm gonna put some bullets in it. All right, so 7-day ban, got it. But if I'm off screen, Mr. Paul Wick, and no one sees the pew pew machine, am I good? All right, I'm gonna get prepped. Okay. Well, Mr. Paul, thank you for the advice. I'll start plinking here in a second off screen. Okay, streaming from indoor ranges. Well, you know, there's a first time for everything, Paul. Come on, Paul. If you don't mind me asking. And I might zoom in just a little bit. I'm gonna go fix one of those targets. Great, it's working. Interesting. Well, Paul, it seems like you have a great deal of knowledge. I appreciate that. But earlier in the video, I touched one on screen, so hopefully I don't get that banned. right, going hot. Let's get it rocking. Love making it swing. Reloading off screen, just checking the comments here. So I'm over in East Texas. I'm checking the weather forecast, and it's going to be like 75 degrees on Christmas Day, which is nuts. We were below freezing like a week ago. They're so bipolar. You know what? I got the day off. I think I'm going to be painting the house on Christmas Day, which will make the missus very happy. So Paul, where are you from? Central North Carolina. Well, I was born there. I'm sure you may be familiar with Fayetteville. I went to Fayetteville June to visit my grandparents. I took my kids with me. In their 80s. All right. 2 fresh mags. 15 rounds each. Let's plink some more target. Well, Paul, I'll check out your channel. You seem to be into firearms, so I'm going to check out your videos. I'll go ahead and subscribe to you too. All right, about to start firing again. Okay. I think I'm gonna hit the crappy frying pan next. But I gotta reload. Okay. What am I shooting? Since I cannot show it on screen, I'm shooting the SIG P365 XL. Definitely one of my favorites that I've owned. I've had this gun for 3 or 4 years now. It's great. Paul, what do you carry? I'm gonna go prop up that pan just a little more. All right. Glock 23 Gen 3. You know, I can't say that I've shot Glocks. I've never owned one. I may have shot my dad's one time. I think his was a 45 or something. I know I've never owned one. I'm pretty happy with my SIG, so I don't see a need to change. All right, so I got that crappy frying pan. I'm gonna try and put a smiley face in it, so we'll see how that works out. All right, those two are the eyes. That was supposed to be the nose. I'm gonna try doing a mouth. Yeah, didn't turn out the way I wanted to, but whatever. All right. To be honest, stick with SIG. Yeah, I have the 365 XL. I've heard bad things about the 320, so I'm going to steer clear of that. Okay. It's a beautiful, beautiful work of art. All right, I'm selling this for $100, guys. I'll auction it. I'm kidding. Okay. Let's see. You're just a 40, baby. So I guess the Glock 23 is a 40 cal, maybe. I don't know. I've never shot 40. I've heard it's a decent round, though. Now it's a... Oh, yes. Yep, it's a strainer. Yep. $100 strainer. Do I hear 150? 150. All right, I'm just reloading off screen, so it's probably the boring part of the video. Well, I would say a good majority of the video is boring unless you like this kind of stuff. I don't practice too often, about once a month, maybe. But my wife's not a big fan of the noise, so I like to practice when she's away from the house. She's working today. So, Paul, what do you do for a living, kind sir? All right, I'm gonna do a few more mags on these metal targets, and I'm gonna switch to something different, something I've never done before. Alright. I'm going to load up these mags, and then I'm going to set up a different type of target. Alright, so I'll show you what I'm going to hit next. So there's this test that I've heard you could do using playing cards. I don't remember the official name of the test, but you shoot each card at 5 yards. You have 5 seconds to take 5 shots. So your accuracy is just based on how well you get into the center. Never tried it before, heard of it. I figured why not? So I'm gonna do this here in a minute. Yeah, Paul, I just Googled like deck of cards shooting drill. I've never done it, but it seems like a pretty cool thing. And then you could take all the cards and you could still reuse them. Like, obviously they're gonna have holes in them, but you could play a game of cards with a deck of cards with holes in them. I might sell the deck of cards along with the new strainer. Totally kidding. I'm not going to do that. All right, I'm going to set up this target now. All right. All right, I'm going to zoom in. Try and get this camera situated. Oh boy. This is the very boring part of the video. All right, I'm going to say that's good enough. I'm going to start in the top left corner and probably just start making my way down. All right. 5 yards, 5 shots, 5 seconds. I don't have a shot timer, so I'm just going to be shooting as quickly as I think I could accurately hit. All right, here we go. I'm just gonna see how my first one did. One, two, three, four. Okay. That's not bad for my first. There's room for improvement. Okay. Yeah, not bad, not bad. See if I could tighten that up a little bit. One, two, that barely nicked it. Three, I think 4 and 5 are right there. So, not bad, not bad. I'll continue practicing. All right. The 10 of spades, you're up next. All right, I think I did better. All right, I see 1, 2. I think I got 3, 4, and 5 all right there because I don't see anything else. Is that a hole that I made? Or was that before? No, it doesn't look like a bullet hole. Okay, better group. I'm getting better. So Paul, you shoot a 40. What else do you shoot? All right, while you're answering, I'm gonna take out that jack of spades. He's kind of looking at me funny. I don't like him. One, two, three, four. Yep, all 5 on. And this is one of those tests where you could hit it anywhere on the card and it's considered a good hit. Now, if your name is John Wick and you hit in the center every time, good for you, but not everyone has to be John Wick. You could be Paul Wick. All right, Queen of Spades, you're next. All right, I tried picking up the pace a little bit on that one, but if you notice, my accuracy suffered because I was shooting faster, so I need to slow it down because I only got 2 hits on target. So this is why we run these drills. Become more proficient. So Paul, I don't think you heard me, but what other handguns, what other calibers do you shoot? All right, Ace of Spades. You have 14 calibers right now. That's freaking awesome. What's your favorite caliber to shoot? Okay. 1, 2, 3. And I see 4 and 5 right there. Well, better than last one. I need to slow it down just a little bit. All right, Mr. King, your days are numbered. .450 Bushmaster. You like to shoot the 300 Blackout. Okay. So I'm guessing you have a short barrel with that 300, maybe a can on it. Are suppressors allowed in North Carolina? They probably are. Do you have a suppressor? Not yet. Okay. I have a 9mm suppressor, but it's on my .22 rifle. Eventually, when I have some disposable income, I'm going to buy me a 9mm carbine, slap that suppressor on it, make some subsonic rounds for it. It'll be a real fun plinker. But that's in the future. I've got bigger priorities than that right now. Thinking of going with tuna cans. Tuna cans? You're not talking about, what do you call it? What are those things called? The oil filters for cars? I've heard you could kind of do that. You know what I've seen? You could get a empty 2-liter bottle of soda, just shove it on the end of your rifle, and that one shot, the first shot obviously is going to be somewhat suppressed. Try it out. Make a video of it. I'll watch it. Oh, Tuna Cans is a company. Okay, okay. I'll look them up. All right. 2 fresh mags. Mr. King of Spades is about to be dethroned. All right. Four hits. That's a crappy hit, but it's a hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think that one right there is my miss. All right, I need to slow it down some more. I'm getting too excited out here. Ace of Diamonds, you're up. I'm gonna slow it down. Ooh. All right, 3 on target. 2 misses. I hit the 9 of diamonds. All right, slow it down more. All right, King of Diamonds is next. All right, I believe all 5 are on target, and that's, I think, is my best group so far. So, do not rush while you're practicing. All right, Queen of Diamonds. All right, I'm gonna try and pick up the tempo slightly. Oh, beautiful. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So slightly faster. Group not as tight, but every hit on these cards is a good hit. I'm pretty happy with that. I put your channel in some of the fellas' lives. Hopefully you'll get some love, dog. This is cool as shit. You know what, Paul? I appreciate that. And you know what? I just do this YouTube for as a hobby. I've got a full-time job. I make good money, but I just enjoy shooting. But I really appreciate you. I also reload ammunition. I don't make too many videos on it, but I've done a few. All right, so Paul, you have 14 calibers. You shoot the Bushmaster. I think you said your favorite was the 300 Blackout. I'm assuming you got a 9mm, maybe. Nice. I think I've got 10 rounds. So I'm gonna shoot the Jack of Diamonds and then the 10 of Diamonds, and then I'll go up, take a look. Jack of Diamonds. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I think that 5th one's right there. I think. 10 of Diamonds, 4 out of 5. Good group. Just need to improve that accuracy. All right, I think I'm gonna do 15 more and kind of call it quits on this. I'm gonna save all these other for another day. All right, I just have to remember that that one's already pre-shot. So I'm gonna do the 9, Ace, and the King next. But I think I need to reload. So when I was growing up, I would watch home videos that my parents would make. It was pretty cool seeing me as a kid on TV. Granted, this was back in the early 90s, me watching these home videos, so kind of stuck with me. I've made a bunch of home videos of my kiddos growing up. And what's cool about YouTube is you can go back and watch this stuff 20, 30 years from now. So like grandparents, not my grandparents, geez. My grandkids could watch. They could see what their parents were like growing up. seeing what their grandfather was like growing up. So hopefully they watch these videos in the future and like, man, my granddad was a badass. A Banff. Okay. I'm reloaded. I'm gonna go for the 9, ace, and king. I'm gonna try doing a moderate pace so I don't get too cocky here with my shooting. All right, 15 rounds. All right. Oh my goodness, my 9 was terrible. I only got 1 hit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. Now my ace. 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, you could technically call that a hit. There's room for improvement for sure. My king. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. I think that's 4 and 5 over there. Okay, well, obviously I'm not the best shot in the world, but this is why I'm out here practicing. All right, let's see, you said 2, 2, 3, 5, 5, 6, 7, 6, 2 by 39, 300 blackout, 450 Bushmaster, 308 12 gauge, 300 Win Mag. Never shot 300 Win Mag. Is that a revolver or a rifle cartridge? High velocity rifle cartridge. Okay. Very nice. Well, speaking of high velocity and high badassery, I shot a 50 cal, and I made a video of it. You could see it. It's a short video, slow motion video, but it was my first time shooting it. It's pretty fun. All right, I've got just a few more mags of 9 here. Then I'm going to call it a day. So I'm reloading. I'll check out the 50. Heck yeah, brother. I'm assuming you're back because I got one viewer. I'm assuming it's Paul who watched the 50 cal video. So it's not my 50 cal, it's one of my friends who came over. And he's such a nice guy. He brought like 20 or 30 rounds. I only shot 3, and he's like, dude, brother, you need to rapid fire it. I'm like, no, those things cost like $3 a shot. I'm not gonna put you into bankruptcy shooting your rifle. I'm more of a precision type shooter. I don't really like to mag dump. I like to take my time, focus on accuracy. So I only shot 3 shots. But that was definitely an experience. Now, I don't want to buy one. They're like $15,000 or something ridiculous. All right. I think I've got about 4 magazines of 9, so I'm just gonna finish up with some metal targets, I think, and call it a day. All right. Let me get me a drink of water, and then I'm gonna resume the plinking. All right. 15 rounds. I think plink is my favorite noise. Plink, plink, plink. Yes, sir. Those 9s are smacking the dog mess out of them plates. As you can tell, I've had a lot of practice. I like to switch between targets to challenge myself. Yeah, that deck of cards, it's pretty challenging. I thought I'd do better. I did decent. But a whole lot more room for improvement. Alright, so for these 2 mags, I think I'm going to try doing the swing method. I'll do the bigger plate first, then I'll do the next smaller plate. I'm just going to get them swinging as best I can. The benefit of having an outdoor range, you can do this stuff. Okay. 15 rounds on, let's see, get my finger in the shot. 15 rounds on that one. I'm gonna do about 14 rounds on that one. Let me get him swinging. I'm gonna shoot just one at a time. Okay. 15 there. You know what? I got another bullet here. All right, now I'm gonna try the smaller plate. 15 rounds. Trying to make it swing. All right, if you really want to challenge yourself, do what I just did. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 7 shots left. I'm gonna try shooting left-handed only. Just sharpen that skill. All right, 7 shots. Okay. All right, I hit most of them. That wasn't bad. All right. I think I'm gonna call it a day on the plinking. Paul, it was good chit-chatting with you. I'll subscribe to your channel. And I'm just gonna work on picking up all this brass so I can reload it later. All right, guys, thank you for watching. Have a great day. God bless. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa. All that fun crap. All right, have a good one.